ahead, baby. Woo!
From Philadelphia, PA. Let me hear you clap your hands for pieces of a dream. Hey!
Hey everyone, what's happening? Welcome to season 2, episode 22. I'm your girl, Roz, and your host and creator of Roz's Happy Hour. This is presented to you by Trisha Entertainment. If this is your first time viewing our show, welcome. And thank you for joining us tonight. And check out any of our other past shows on Roz's Happy Hour YouTube channel. Please, you guys that have been here with me before, I want to really say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate you. If you're watching on Facebook, please hit the share button. I need 10 people that are true fans of Pieces of a Dream. Hit that button and let other people know we're going live and with Pieces of a Dream in just a moment. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our station. Did you get a chance to check out last show with the Ohio players? Oh my God, we had so much fun. Again, check out any of our past shows on Roz's Happy Hour YouTube channel. Let me know where you're tuning in from tonight. Do we have any Philadelphia folks online? Put it in the chat. Well, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and wind down Wednesday, one of my favorite days. So grab your favorite adult beverage and come back and hang out with us. Just checking in, see how you all are doing. Don't let up on washing them hands and wearing the mask. Please get your vaccination. If not, think about all the shots we've had. And you didn't even think about it. When you had tetanus shots, you didn't even think about what was in it. So don't trip. Get that shot. because we want backstage all access passes again. Also, if you need any of the talent that we've had on our show, I'd love to be a resource for you. All my information is on the Facebook page. You know where to find me. I got you. And our motto here is to bring you the best conversations in arts and entertainment. So if you have any questions tonight, hashtag Rise Happy Hour in the comments, and we'll get the guys to answer. Well, let's get into it for today. You want some funky jazz fusion? You came to the right broadcast. Are you ready? If you ready, show them some love with some hearts. You know how we do it on Roz's Happy Hour.
4 pieces of a dream.
Hello, hello, hello. What's up, fellas?
Hey, Roz, how you doing?
What's up, girl? Welcome to Roz's Happy Hour. It's so good to see you both.
So good to be seen.
I mean, just cheers. This is Roz's Happy Hour. Cheers to you both.
Cheers to you too.
Cheers. Let's get. Oh, look at that. What is that a pieces of a dream cup?
It is
Nice.
Dream shot glass right there.
Oh,
Look at
shot
that.
glass.
Let me see if I can turn it around a little bit here.
Yeah, turn that around. Let me see.
Yeah, little music note
Ooh,
stuff.
nice. Hold on. Let me get an extra shot on that one. Oh, it's music note.
Mhm.
Oh, we just gonna start out selling some
Around
pieces
this
of the
way.
dream
And there's
merch.
Curtis.
Yeah.
And
Bring it
there's
over.
James. Yay.
Nice. Yes.
That's the album cover from our last CD.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Filled
So,
with a beverage.
oh.
Yay.
So, listen, we are talking today to the founding members of Pieces of a Dream. First up, Mr. James Lloyd is the lead pianist and founding member. What's happening, James? How are
Well,
you?
I'm doing great, Roz. Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, good. What you been up to?
Well, Pieces of a Dream, we just completed our 25th record, our 25th release. And that will be out next month, right? Right, Kurt?
Mhm.
If
Yes.
yeah, all goes to plan, I do believe you'll be seeing this next month. It's called Fired Up, and yeah, it's gonna be really funky. It's funky, it's sensual, it's
Mm,
it's old school, but it's Pieces of a Dream, but then it's today and tomorrow at the same
mm,
time, right?
mm,
Uh,
mm.
yeah, it's got a lot of elements in it.
Well, I'm gonna get deeper into that a little later, but next we have Mr. Curtis Harmon, the drummer and also founding member. What's up, Curtis?
What's happening? How y'all doing?
You have your drumsticks?
No,
Oh
no.
wait, I got you.
Tell me how to brought a pair with me. There you go.
I got you.
There you go.
I love it.
I got you. I got you a little help there.
Well,
So,
thank you.
what have you all been doing this last year with your time off? James, I see you can cook, dude. What's up with that?
Oh yeah, you saw a couple of. I was doing the lockdown diner thing for a while. Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah,
Oh my
um, you know, yeah, Curtis and I both. We love to cook, and I think it's I think it's actually a common thing with musicians. It's the creativity and the creativity goes into the cooking too, doesn't it? You know.
Mhm.
So
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't
So
associate the
I got
two.
a
What's
couple
your
things, and then
favorite?
Kurt's got a couple dishes that he makes, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh man, oh yeah, and I've eaten his
What?
stuff, like been over his place, and oh yeah. So
What?
yeah, and you'll find a lot of musicians. Oh, of course, Mesa, and then
Mhm.
there was our Aunt Patty
Girl.
LaBelle, who
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Kurt and I,
yeah, yeah.
we used to go over her house at
Mhm.
middle school, and she made,
Wow.
oh man, the apple pies and the
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
That's,
Oh my
oh
goodness.
my
biscuits.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. So
So
yeah, I
which
guess
one
those
is your
pies, those
favorite?
sweet potato pies that you see in the store, those Aunt Patty's pies. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we were eating those when we were like what, 13,
7.
14 years
Yeah,
old.
you did.
What?
Yeah,
What?
and she
So
lived
what's
like
your
right up
favorite dish?
from our middle school. Yeah.
What's your favorite dish to make?
Oh, my favorite dish to
Mhm.
make, I think one that I'm really known for is, I call it burning breasts of bourbon, and that's like a
Ooh,
chicken breast
that's
in
drink.
a sort of like a roux, and then a mushroom bourbon cream sauce.
Mm.
Excuse me. And then I make a wild and brown rice with portobello mushrooms and bacon. Yeah.
See,
So
see.
that's one of my signature dishes. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
What's yours,
Well,
Kurt?
Mine is the Cajun salmon. So I do a Cajun salmon
ooh,
with Cajun seasonings and little Paul Prudhomme's black and red and fish on it, and
Ooh,
and certain rubs that I use, and it comes out beautiful.
oh wow, that sounds really, really good.
Yeah, I bake it for a little while, and then I broil it for just a few minutes to get a little crust on top.
Hmm. Well, let's holler at some folks on here. Um, let's see who we got on here. Hey, Ingrid. She says I'm checking in.
Hey, Ingrid.
Hi, Ron. Hey, Queen Roz. Not quite, but thank you. Uh-oh, we
I
got
see Ryan,
Chicago.
Barbara Cooper. Oh, Barbara Cooper. Uh-oh. Is that,
Okay,
is
well,
it
let's
like
holler at
Philly?
Glenn first. Wait, hey,
Our
Glenn,
Philly?
Chicago. Let's get him in
Uh,
there. Glenn, Chicago. Got to get my Chicago. You know, I'm from Chicago.
Mhm.
uh,
All right, now we got Barbara checking in from Delaware. Here, my Philly friends, James and
I
Kurt.
know. Right? Yeah. She
Mhm.
way back.
There's,
Slim Coopers.
Yep.
Woo,
Yep.
yeah.
yeah. Welcome, Barbara. Thank you for joining in.
Harrison from the beginning.
Charlene, that's another Chicago. Hey, thanks for
Recipe for
tuning
the
in.
Cajun salmon. Somebody want a recipe for the Cajun salmon, Kurt.
I know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here's the
I was told.
talented Stanley James. Oh my God, this brother is awesome. Thanks for tuning in. All right, Carol Richardson. Good evening, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do a few more. Who got that?
Demona Boykin.
Mona
Devon.
Boykin. Yeah.
She said, post that salmon, that Cajun salmon recipe.
She's
I'll
right.
show you.
That sounds pretty good. Hey, I want to make that's the noise.
Oh, but Kurt, I
We should
see
go
you're a
to the
real.
store right now.
I see you're a real Eagles fan. What's up with
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh, I'm
Serious about
dying.
your Eagles.
I know. I'm serious about I'm serious about my football. Period. I love football.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the Eagles are my home team, and been a fan pretty much most of my life of the Eagles. So, I'm just, I just want them to get back to where they were about 2017. It would be
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
We got a coach that's unknown right now as a head coach, but he's known as an offensive coordinator in Indianapolis, from Indianapolis. So, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. So you both founded Pieces in a Dream, Pieces of a Dream in what, 74, 5?
70, 76.
76. Hmm.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay.
So we're
Okay.
coming up on our 45th anniversary. Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was 40. Okay, so you've got the 50th coming up.
In
5
about
more
5 years.
years. Yeah.
Yep.
5 more
For
years.
our golden
Mhm.
anniversary. Now, how many? There not a lot of groups that
Not a
can
group, not
say
a lot.
that,
Yeah, right.
like smooth jazz or otherwise. Really, yeah. Of course, you got Spiral Gyra. Who I
Mhm.
think, well, if I'm not mistaken, are older than Pieces of a Dream,
Mhm.
even. And
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
uh, well,
Mm,
yeah.
Mhm.
You got groups like that, and the Temptations. But
Mhm.
Curtis and I are still original members of the group, and he and I've been playing together for
45
it's
years.
45 years
45.
now.
Yep.
And it's still fun. It's like,
Mhm.
bro, we
What
still get on
what's the
stage
secret?
and connect with each other and try and surprise each other and have fun. Like, throw this at you. What you got? I heard that. Yeah, boom, here it's back at you. And it's like it's a not just a party, but it's a communication. It's a dance. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's a language between not just Curtis and myself, but all of the band members on stage.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it.
Mhm.
I think it's also a little bit of a mind game between me and James sometimes too, to see if we can guess what we're going to do next on stage. So, and a lot of times we guess it. So, and it makes for
We
some
guess
really interesting rhythms and a lot of different fun things happen on stage.
Yeah. So is that the secret for staying together? Because you guys what, both are from Philadelphia, grew
Mhm.
up
Yes.
together, childhood friends?
Yeah. Besides the fact that he owes me a lot of money and I won't let him go anywhere until he
I
pays me.
couldn't possibly pay him back. So, I might as well, we just got to keep
You
it
know
figured
what? I'm gonna put y'all right up there like that together. Y'all can
out.
get
Oh boy. Oh
Uh,
boy.
wow,
Yeah,
that's so cool.
it doesn't hurt. I mean, you gotta like playing with each other.
yeah.
You
Right.
know, uh, to be able to play with each other for decades.
Yeah.
You're talking decades. You're talking almost 50 years that he and
Yep.
I have been playing together. You know, and
Yeah.
still doing it and showing no signs of stopping.
Oh man.
You
That's a
feel
The
me?
other thing
blessing.
is you got to get along off stage too. So
You gotta like each other.
you gotta like each other, and you gotta have uh, a respect for each other. You know,
Mhm.
and and not try to nobody's trying to outdo anybody here. We're all in this, and we're like brothers because, like you said, we grew up together. So
Mhm.
so we,
Mhm.
we used to go to movies and all of that, and do a whole lot of different things that brothers do together. So, of course, now we live in different cities, and because he's married to somebody in Ohio, I'm married to somebody in New Jersey. So we don't get
Oh,
together as often as we like, probably,
yes.
We
but
That
do,
was
and most of it. Yeah,
well, we also still write together too. So sometimes I'll come up with an idea, send it to him. He'll come up with something, send it to me, and we'll interchange like that. And you know, and it makes for not just fun, but good music.
mhm.
and
So
there's also been times where I've actually gone to Curtis's studio in Jersey
hmm
and worked,
And
and
I've gone to his, yeah.
here and worked. So it works both ways. Not strictly correspondence version you did, but yeah, we actually do it the
Old fashioned way too.
the old fashioned way. Yeah, very well
yeah,
put. Yeah.
We actually get together.
I was gonna say because you could just send the tape through
hmm
the electronically now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
that's
sometimes there's a certain radiance that shines through when you're together and doing it, you know.
Mhm.
And don't get me wrong, because technology is somewhat of a miracle in our field, you know, and the way that we are able to correspond with each other over the internet and send music files, and he does something and sends it back to me, and I'll do something, send it back and everything. But
Mhm.
when we actually are in the same room writing together, it's a different kind of feeling, a different kind of magic that happens.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Where did you all get the name Pieces of a Dream? Because I'm not that creative. I love the name.
We're not that creative either. my
And we didn't
my,
even like it
uh,
at first.
my stepmother, God rest her soul, came up with that name for us. She was a big Stanley Turrentine fan,
Oh,
and he did an album called Pieces of Dreams, and there was a song called Pieces of Dreams that she listened to every Saturday morning while vacuuming.
oh
And when
my.
we were, I mean, we had gone through so many names. Our first name, I think, was Galaxy when we were in like junior high school, and then we went through Touch of Class, then Classic Touch, and then we
Hmm.
found it. Somebody had, well, we couldn't stick with Galaxy because it was just too juvenile, but
Mhm.
other people had the other names. So
Okay.
she came up with Pieces of a Dream, and her definition, or the definition of that, is that we're the pieces looking for our musical dream, for trying to, or fulfilling our
Oh,
musical dream.
ooh, this got some meaning behind it. I like that.
Sounds deep, right? But would you
Yeah,
believe
that's deep.
when she first presented it to us, we were like, that's a little wordy, you know, it's a little too
That's
long.
exactly what we said.
Than that, you know. And then it was like, all right, well, anybody got anything better? Well, like, no, piece of a dream it
Yeah.
is. There we go. It's cool. Yeah. Right?
And it's stuck, and it's stuck. But
Yeah.
when I think about it, one of our favorite groups, Earth, Wind, and Fire, that's wordy too, but we didn't think so at the time because we had
No.
been hearing that name for years. So we
Yeah.
didn't think that was wordy. But now we've been together 45 years. Well, we've had that name for about 43 years because we went through 2 years of other names. But now that we've had this name for so many years, it doesn't seem that wordy now. So,
Not at all. No.
and it's unique. It sounds very unique, you know.
Exactly. There's not two pieces of a dream out there. I mean,
Right. That's for
one
sure.
you know. Well, let's check out one of your shows. Hold on, so we can get a feel.
Second album, Metal Fury Blues.
Yeah, talk box in the show.
Yeah, that's our newest addition to Pieces of a Dream. His name is Justin Lee Schultz, and he
Oh, that's
is
a young
14
guy.
years old.
How old?
14.
Whoa.
And
14.
yeah,
Now,
we're
he
kind of
started
doing
playing
like
with us.
doing for
Oh.
him what Grover did for us.
So that's what I was going to ask you about. I didn't realize you guys came out of Grover's camp.
Yes, we did.
And
Very
now
much.
that, yeah, tell me the backstory of that because now I can hear it. I can hear
Oh,
it
oh.
in the music.
Go ahead, James.
All right, so when
Speak up a little
Grover
bit.
discovered us, let's see. I believe the first time we actually played with him, well, I had to been, I think, 15 years old,
Woo.
and that would have been on the City Lights show in Philadelphia, right? I don't know if I was 14 or 15, but
14.
I was 14 then, still.
Mhm.
Okay, so that was the first time we played with Grover, and there was a TV show that we were the house band for, man, in Philadelphia. It was like on was it KYW NBC, I guess, right? And
Yeah. Mhm. City Light.
and yeah, so we would play in and out of commercials, and then we would play during commercial breaks. We play different songs, and then they would. It was like a talk show, and then they had musical guests, and we would often back the musical guest. Sometimes they would use a track, but most of the time we wound up backing them. So we backed like Dave Valentine, we backed the Iceman Jerry Butler, we backed Lou Rawls, I think.
Mhm.
And one of those weeks Grover was on. Clark Terry.
Clark Terry, yeah.
We backed Clark Terry, and one of those weeks Grover was on, and we backed him for 2 tunes. So I was like, wow, what an amazing thing, And then soon after that, Pieces of a Dream was performing at the Bijou, where Grover did his Live at the Bijou Live at the Bijou album, Mr. Magic. And so, excuse me, I think we were either opening for Betty Carter or Denise Williams. We were always there
Denise
with one
Williams.
of those. It was Denise Williams.
Denise Williams. Mhm.
All right. Okay, cool. See, Kurt's older, so he remembers. So now I might have been 15 during this time,
Mhm.
So we asked Grover to come. Grover was in the audience, and we asked him to come on stage and do Mr. Magic with us, and he did. So we got to play Mr. Magic with Grover on the Bijou stage. You dig? And they're like, all right, 17 years old. You dig? And like, what the heck? So soon after that, he took us all out in our family and out to dinner at this really posh, expensive restaurant, and it was and announced that he was starting a production company. We would be his first act to be produced. We were like, yay! Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. What does that mean?
Nice.
Actually, he announced that at the Bijou first.
Okay.
And then yes, he did. Yep.
Oh,
He announced that in front of the audience at the Bijou Cafe first, and then he about a week later took us out to dinner, and that's when he made the formal thing about us recording, and he's going to produce our first album. He ended up producing our first 3 albums back when they were actually albums, 12-inch records. So.
Wow, yeah, leather. So do you play magic in your show?
Very often.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Still to this day.
I think someone.
Even if we don't play that, in this set, he's just such a part of us when we're on stage.
Yeah, I can hear it. Glenn.
I see the question.
Yeah.
What song is that? Usually it's Mount Airy Groove or 454. Is the song that we can't get out of a show without playing.
Wait. It's not Fee Fi Fo.
No, it's 454. F-O-F-I-F up. it's not the numbers 454 either.
It's not for.
It's what Moses
Let me
Malone
see.
said.
Shirlene
Four, five,
Cottage
four.
spelled it actually correctly. Shirlene
Wait a minute.
Cottage,
Let
she
me
got it
find.
right. She
Right.
said my
Okay, I
favorite
gotta.
color is 054. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, she got that
Appreciate
right.
you.
Where's she at? Let me see if I can bring it up. Nope, I can't find
Juanita
her.
Canley. You remember? She said, "I remember when you were at Disneyland, a teenager. We opened
Oh
for
wow.
Dizzy
Dizzy Gillespie.
Gillespie,
Yep.
and at
Wow.
Disney. Yeah, it was like, and the stage is in the dressing room, and then it comes up,
Comes
and
up
then
out
you're
of the floor, out of the ground.
and then you play, and
Oh, here she
Yep.
Joe is up
here
there,
she go.
he's going
There she
down.
is. Yep.
There it
Now you
is.
dressing room
Four
area. It was
four
oh my,
five four.
Right. That's
I was
how it's pronounced and spelled.
mm,
Okay. So how do you find your singers for
the devil. I hear you, Gene Williams.
454 we sing ourselves.
okay.
That's when we sing ourselves.
Okay.
But I mean we've had different vocalists in and out of the group before, so yeah.
Okay.
But
What year?
Yeah, you know,
we're mostly known
hey,
as an instrumental band, so
yeah, but how many instrumental bands been on Soul Train?
yeah,
Come
right.
on.
How about
What?
that?
Yeah, how about that? That's all right.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah, we actually got to
And
do
there's
a two,
Sharon.
and this is the Soul Train when Don Cornelius was still there. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's right.
Yeah. So we did. Yeah, it was like two tours. We did. This was back in the About That Time album when
Mhm.
Norwood was singing.
Yeah, that was in the
Uh,
90s.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, lead vocals with the group, and so yeah, we've had
I like what Gene just put. Joyride, devastated.
Yeah,
devastated.
Gene's a keyboardist or
Oh, okay.
pianist. Gene's
Oh,
played for everybody. He's played for Freddie Jackson. Um, he's overseas now, but is it
Oh, yes.
pianist or
yeah.
keyboardist?
Well, both.
Yeah.
Both are correct.
Both are correct.
Mhm.
Okay. I just
I'm
want to be
sure he would
proper.
probably prefer keyboardist because he probably plays more things than just piano.
Yeah,
Pianist
right.
plays the piano. Keyboardist
Right.
plays any keyboard, including a piano. Haha. So there's that.
So what is that you're moving around with playing?
That is called a remote keyboard or a keytar, also known as a keytar. Like they call it a keytar in the sense of guitar, but keyboard. It's a keyboard that you sort of
Oh.
like a guitar because you wear it around your neck. So it's no, commonly known as a keytar. But also it's just really a remote keyboard. You're playing. You're hey, you're it's either wireless or hooked to a
Mm.
wire to another keyboard, or you're playing the sounds in itself, and yeah,
Mhm.
and then you can go out into the audience and or not
Not these days.
or not
Yeah, you be moving around. So
yeah,
the
I
music
used
of
to go out to the audience quite a bit, but I may
no,
go
no,
out
no.
for a little while. Yeah. Just a
Yeah.
bit,
Hmm. We're
So
trying to stay safe too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we
So
have.
the music of Pieces in a Dream, is it smooth jazz, contemporary jazz, funk and fusion jazz? Where you fit, or you fit in all of them?
I'm sorry. I don't want to hog stuff. I know I just talk, and I want to let my boy Kurt, my partner Kurt, get in there. But can I at least answer part of this? Um,
And I'm gonna spotlight
we were
you.
doing what we were doing. There was no such thing as smooth jazz. There was that term hadn't been coined yet. There was no phrase smooth jazz. It was just what we were, we were just playing music. And we were like 15, 16 years old. And when we signed with Grover, and were tasked with coming up with original material, and we knew nothing about that. This was our first foray into writing songs at all. So we started doing that, and we presented these things to Grover, and he was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn this, blah blah blah, and produce these, and I'm gonna play on some, and I'm gonna get other cats to play on it, and boom, turn this into a record." And then there's our first record, and it came out when I was 16. I was a senior in high school, and 1981, and so he produced that, and produced our second album and our third album, and then we learned, being in the studio with him, and then growing up. No, but the thing is, there was no such thing as smooth jazz. It was just you had, it was just the music, and you were either played on the college jazz stations. That's all there was. There was no smooth jazz station. There were no smooth jazz tours, no smooth jazz festivals, no smooth jazz record companies. None of that. And then there was. If you were lucky, you got some play on the adult contemporary or even like the power station. Now, with us having vocals as well, okay, our first single was Warm Weather. So that got played not only on the college jazz stations, but also on adult contemporary and, and some of the power things as well. So that helped us break in. Then Mount Airy Groove was on the second album. Now that just went crazy, you know what I mean? And all over. And, you come to find out years later that was like an iconic thing in the rap world, I mean, even to the point where Grandmaster Flash, ripped us off and used part of it. And
you heard it here first on Roz's Happy Hour. Okay, go ahead.
They didn't do it the right way. No, they did not. They just stole our part of Mount Airy Groove and used it as part of one of their songs. And we were like I remember being upset about it. You remember that, Kurt? I'm sure. And we were like, we went, and then the record company said, okay, we can do one or two things. We could, try and sue, or we can let y'all put out a
rap version,
your own rap out. So we're like, okay, we got with this, DJ that we knew, and we got together and put some stuff together and put out a rap of Mount Airy Groove ourselves. So look for that somewhere up in the archives.
Oh, that's on YouTube too.
Yeah. It is.
I will definitely look for it.
There was no such thing as smooth jazz. So it was like, before this genre was even created, we were doing, just playing
good music
and writing what we were writing what was in us, and that we just presented that to Grover, and he was like, okay, cool. And that's what we did for all those albums, and next thing you know, here's smooth jazz.
And the funniest thing about it is that out of all of the stuff we were writing, because we had very few vocals on these albums, and those were, other than Mount Airy Groove, because Mount Airy Groove actually was the side B of a record called Please Don't Do This to Me. And that song was written by Dexter Wansel and Cynthia Biggs.
No. That was a B-side to Time for Love.
No, Time for Love was on the third album.
Oh.
That was Please. Warm Weather was the first single. Please Don't Do This to Me was supposed to be the second single, which was on the Mount Airy Groove album. And that was
right.
Yeah.
Mount Airy Groove.
And the side B of Please Don't Do This to Me was Mount Airy Groove.
Yeah, that's right.
And everybody was flipping, all the DJs were flipping the record over and playing side B. And then we had to go. So we had to go in the studio and first we made a 12-inch of it. And then we found out about the Grandmaster Flash situation, and the record company wanted us to go in and do a rap version. So we did that too.
Nice.
The thing about it is that out of all the stuff that we wrote on these albums, most of the stuff that got played on the first three anyway were vocal songs. The third album, 454 got the spotlight. 454 got the spotlight. So, and as far as being quote unquote smooth jazz, our first three albums, we got played on R&B radio. So, you know, we so
Yeah.
at that time we were considered somewhat an R&B group. Then we became known as a crossover group because the college jazz stations was playing us too. So we
Right.
became a crossover group.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you ask me though, I consider us a jazz funk group.
A jazz, say that
Funk.
again? Oh,
Jazz.
jazz funk. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because if you listen to our albums, you'll hear, you'll hear some funky stuff and you'll hear the jazz in us. When you come to our shows, it's all about getting funky.
It's all about getting
Even though
funk.
we do have the sweet spots too. But
Yeah.
we're
Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I remember back in the day when, like, before the smooth jazz whole thing, and people would ask us, so how would you describe your music? Remember, we would get those interviews,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
we would say versatile.
Versatile.
That was
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
That's exactly what we would say was versatile. Yeah.
Basically, we could play anything.
not only did we do, like, I guess what's known as smooth jazz and funk and playing like the things that were happening at the time. We would do James Brown and Brothers Johnson and
Mhm.
Commodores and all
Oh.
kinds of LTD, play all those songs,
Mhm.
right? What we had on records. And but see, thing is, we did straight ahead as well.
We could swing. Yeah, we could swing.
Yeah, we swung like old men. You know what I mean? So we would be opening for people like, and performing with people like Clark Terry and Al Gray, and
Mhm.
and open for
Count
like Miles,
Basie.
Oh yeah, we opened for Basie and Mercer Ellington, and as I think it was Shirlene mentioned in Disneyland, opening
Dizzy
for
Gillespie. Yep.
and just things like that. So we not only did the funk and the smooth, those kind of things, but we swung.
Yeah, you could do it all. Sound like, yeah.
And we swung at early ages, like 11 and 13. He was 11, I was 13, and we were swinging like 40-year-old men. So,
Yeah.
In 3-4 years before we had records out.
mhm.
So then, can you guys read, or do you just play by ear, or you just
No,
gift
I
it?
can't read. I just look at the pictures.
I can read. Yes. I don't read as fluently as I used to because I don't run into a lot of situations where I need to read charts. But yeah, I had formal training in reading and playing also.
Oh, so you had time, young age, to even study like that as
Mhm.
well.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah. I definitely did the classical training and
Oh,
Yeah, I did too. I played for orchestras.
classically, when I was 6 years old. Well, just regular piano lessons, when I was 6, and then I guess by the time I was 8, then I was like really getting into classical stuff. You did. And mom was like, she wanted me to be a classical pianist with Carnegie Hall, with the tux at the, with the, you got to flip the back off, when you sit down on the bench and all that, the whole thing.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was not my path, but yeah. So.
No, you chose not to do that.
I played for a couple of different orchestras and concert bands and stuff like that. So I've had, I took college drum lessons and percussion lessons at Temple University when I was still in high school.
Oh, wow.
And matter of fact, we both took,
I'm telling the people, did they hear that?
We also took harmony and theory college courses when we were in high school. My grandfather was a professor at Temple University and taught us harmony and theory.
That's deep.
Along with another teacher, Linda Kershaw.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
we were still in high school. We would have to actually go across the street to the College of Performing Arts because we were in the high school for performing arts. We would go over there, take harmony and theory, and come back to the high school and finish out the day. So.
Wow. So that's a good point. You guys just didn't get gifted. You worked for it. You studied. You worked for it.
Mm-hmm.
let us answer Ron's question.
Another favorite, rising to the top. Okay, Charlene.
Mm. Can you ask the guys who they would like to work with? I was going to get to that later, but for you, Ron, let me ask.
Roz.
You want to know? You don't. I tell everybody every time they come on here. Blind man told me not to sing, so.
Wow, a blind man told me not to sing. Yeah.
And
okay.
and I just had Jeffrey Osborne on, and I did the woo woo, and Jeffrey was like, "I'm impressed you even did that."
I tell you, a couple of people I wouldn't mind working with. Wouldn't mind, would love to. Stevie Wonder, Herbie Hancock.
I worked with him.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my top
wow.
two. It's like one that I would have loved to work with, Oscar Peterson, and no longer with us. People that would have loved to work with, Earth, Wind, and Fire. We have,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so you give
Yeah,
some,
you like band. That's a band.
Oh man, so
yeah, we've worked with so many different people. That's actually not as easy of a question as it used to be. So, because I mean, we've worked with people. We've worked with people from like Count Basie to Rick James. So, Charlie, and we've been on the same shows with a lot of different people, SWV and Kiara. Yep, and
who was that? Kiara.
Ciara. Yeah.
Ciara.
Oh, Ciara. Okay. Whoa.
And
different.
But I tell you, I think the highlight, well, for me anyway, was actually working with Grover.
Wolfgang. Working with Grover.
Grover, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He taught us a lot, not just about being musicians, but about just being people too, and how he was one of the superstars that had a beautiful attitude and really didn't act like a superstar. He was like a regular guy with us. I mean, we joked around, had fun. I shoot pool, so he and I shot pool together, but he did teach us some things about music, about letting it breathe and not cluttering up, every space of the music, because sometimes you want to hear the background groove, that's what sets the mood for the song. And then whatever you put on top is supposed to be the cherry on the top.
The cream, the cream on the top.
The cherry. So, but you're talking about a guy that had a beautiful attitude. That was Grover.
Nice. Well, let's check you guys out one more time. Can we? You mind?
Sure.
Sure. Let's feel the funk. Here we go. Wow. Is that the young, the 14-year-old?
That's the
He
young man.
was feeling it. He was into it. You don't usually
Yes.
see it like that.
Yeah, that song was written by James, and that song is on Justin's new album called Groove Kid.
Oh, is he local?
Well, we're not even local.
Local.
Local to where, right? Yeah, he's local to America.
I think that's what I meant.
Yeah. He's actually originally from South Africa, though.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his family's from South Africa. Yep.
Moved from there to Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo,
Right.
Michigan.
Yep.
Yeah. Now they are
In Raleigh,
No.
North Carolina.
North Kakalaki.
North Kakalaki.
Wow. Oh,
So-
Charles Drake.
Oh.
Hey, Charles.
Yes, that's David Dyson on bass.
on base, yeah, that was Dave.
Yep.
Thunder.
Nice. Nice. Walt,
Yeah.
hey, Walt Taylor makes you want to get funky. I know. That's Pieces of a Dream. That is Pieces
That's why I
of a
said I consider us a jazz funk or jazz funk group.
Yeah, he killed it. Yes, he did. I
Yeah,
mean,
I consider us music.
real music. Which today,
We just
what we got?
play. We play music. Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And we
So
hope that. How about that? That's about as as deep as it really is. That's about as bare minimum. We try and do stuff that we like and
Yeah.
that we also think somebody else might like.
Mhm.
It's not just about us, but it's not only about them either.
Right.
Mhm.
See, and one of the questions you asked earlier about our longevity, I think that it's not just the fact that me and James keep going. It's the fact that our fans keep us going.
Yeah.
Radio keeps us going, and people like you, Roz, keep us going also.
Thank you.
Because without you guys, there wouldn't be any of us. So,
Yes.
and
And
we
you-
thank you for that.
And Curtis, you're one of the great drummers out here. I just had Diamond on from Ohio Players. I love his drum. I love the moving, the up, and get into it. You take us on the ride with you.
Well, thank you.
How often do you have to practice?
It's funny because I spent the last year and a half doing more writing than practicing. So, but the drums is a very physical instrument, and to even maintain your skill, you have to practice. So, I on the average, I try to get at least 3, maybe 4 days a week in. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way, but that's my goal anyway. Sometimes I only get 2 days a week, depending on what I'm doing. So, like I said, I do a lot of writing now. So I try to get it all in if I can.
Yeah. So is there some kind of drum club because there's some dynamite drummers out here.
As far as the drum club, I don't know. I don't know of any.
Okay, there's not like a network where you guys just see each other coming and just, hey, what's up?
No. I mean, a lot of us know each other from playing with various artists and stuff, because we end up on the same concerts and stuff. So, but no, I don't know that there's a drum club, and if there is, I'm not a member of it. So.
Okay. Okay. And
but there's a lot of different drummers that some actually great talents out there. So, they definitely deserve their props.
And you guys had a lot of fantastic people came out of Philly. Philly was had his own sound. The Philly sound. What, Teddy Pendergrass?
Yep. Hall and Oates,
Oh, I didn't know that.
just Grover. I mean Stanley Clark. Yeah, Stanley
Jill
Clark.
Scott.
Huh?
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott. That's right. So I mean, there's a lot of talent coming out of Philly.
Boy,
Mhm. But this new music, well, how do you guys feel
Glover.
about that? I mean,
Yeah, I said that.
you
I
said
said
both.
Grover. Mhm.
Mhm.
Say that again. Ask that question again. I'm sorry.
Wait, who is TSOP? Well,
The Sound of Philadelphia.
oh,
Philadelphia.
is that a
Hey,
band though?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
I'm sorry, girl. But that's a Philly. You wouldn't understand. It's like the cheesesteak. Okay. Go anywhere.
If anybody ever goes to Philly, you gotta get a cheese
You
stick.
can go to
You know,
Pat's and then Jim's, and you can go to Ralph's
and you,
yeah,
yeah,
girl. Uh-huh.
still is
But
hot in Philly. Okay, thanks,
mhm.
Walt, for throwing me off with that.
Yeah, right.
TSOP.
And Blind Melagello over here on the screen with us.
there you go. There you go.
But yeah, you got to get a cheesesteak. When anybody going to Philly, you can't leave without having a cheesesteak sandwich.
Yeah.
That's what Philly's known for.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You gotta
So
get you some pretzels downtown.
Oh yeah, the pretzel too. Yeah, the
I
soft
want to
pretzel.
say much respect and honor to your accomplishments. I mean, they've been outstanding. Like even Count Basie said you all was a tough act to follow. That's big. I
Yeah.
mean,
Thank you.
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank you.
over a million records sold. I'm so proud of you guys. Last time I seen you was actually 2015 at the Brian Culberson's
Mhm.
um, show. I
Oh,
was there with the Whispers, and you signed
okay.
you guys were
Oh, okay.
signing a guitar.
Yes.
Right. I remember that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that was a great show. That was a fun show.
Thank
And
you.
then
Well,
when I worked with you before that, your dad was in the picture. He's
Yeah,
been
he was
reset
our man.
managing
Hmm.
for a long time. How was that to reset? And I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh,
And
thank you. Thank you. Well, I mean, since then we have actually run the business ourselves,
hmm.
and actually doing a better job of it than I thought we could. So,
yeah.
but after watching for so many years, you learn the right and wrong things to do.
Mhm.
The right things to do and the wrong things not to do. So we had, I would say call it sideman experience. Okay, we watched how people brought us up and how how they ran the business. So
Mhm.
everything wasn't perfect, but everything wasn't terrible either. So we
Yeah.
took the best of the knowledge we could get from those who we respected and those who helped us get to where we are, and we kind of ran with the ball, and we're so far doing a good job at it.
Oh, that's great.
Besides that, we have the help of our wives too. So
Do you have a favorite venue to perform at?
Uh-huh.
um,
Anyone that people want to come see us at.
Well, you got it. Okay, so you got a show coming up. Tell us about that. You got a show coming up this weekend? Is
go
it
ahead,
this
tell them, James. Yes,
Yeah, we Akron. Yay.
that's
Akron.
right.
Uh-huh. And it's coming up. The day after my
We'll be
wife's
Where?
birthday.
yeah.
What
Right.
day? Saturday, Sunday?
Yes,
Where?
Saturday. We'll be
Oh,
at the Civic Theater on Saturday in Akron, Ohio.
Okay. All right.
So come one, come all,
Is
and check us.
that
outdoors or is
day,
inside?
No, no, that's an
and,
indoor venue, if I'm not mistaken.
and this is
And
2 days before my 57th birthday.
listen,
Right.
Virgos in the house. I want to just shout
Oh,
out all the Virgos this month. Happy anniversary. I'm going to be my big 60,
when's
September
your
6th.
Wow.
September 6th.
okay, my wife her birthday is the 27th. And then my
Okay.
30. Yeah.
Yours is the 30th. Well, happy birthday and happy birthday to all the Virgos and happy anniversary. That's the part of the show that we always want to, from Roz's Happy Hour, wish you all a happy birthday. I will not be back on for a while, but at any rate, it will be a big one for me. So thank you for that. I want to
Well,
get
happy
James.
birthday from us to you.
Thank you.
Birthday,
Thank you.
dear. It's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one. Don't James says the
I
pieces
agree.
of
We should have an
dream.
unsung episode. Oh, that's my
Yeah.
pastor that I was talking to you about yesterday. James
Robinson,
and Robinson
Yes.
Senior.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my
yes.
pastor. That's the one I'm writing the song for.
get more.
Nice
We're
song.
actually working on his CD.
You
Who
didn't want to
could-
play it
who-
for us.
Unsung. Then
Is the closest to comparison of pieces of a dream. So that would be the question, like, who would you do verses with?
oh, the
Hmm.
close
You think?
comparison. Oh gosh, would have to be Spyro Gyra. You
I
know,
would
for
say,
Ooh,
longevity and
Yeah.
the, I guess the
that's a different
similar
feel.
of genre, and really the co-creation of the doggone genre itself, really. If
Yeah, I think it could go up against the R&B group. Spyro Gyra is a different feel to me.
yeah. You
yeah,
know who
see,
I kind of equated us with? They're not together anymore, but Return to Forever. That was a group that kind of had a funk feel to it, even though they were, fusion, and jazz musicians also. But they had a real kind of groovy funk type vibe with them that definitely had your head bobbing and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Laura, can you guys wish her a happy birthday? She just had her birthday.
Hey, Laura, happy
Girl.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Laura.
both of
And
you,
thank you,
Virgos in
Happy-
half. Yeah.
everyone. I'm the 12th. See, Virgos is in the house. Hey, Carmen Stone. Happy early birthday. Roberta, we're going to hear one more cut from the
Roberta.
Pieces of a Dream. Atlantic City. Oh, you guys got a show, Atlantic City?
Yes, we're on the Atlantic City Jazz Fest September 11th at the Orange Loop Amphitheater.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are busy. Incognito. Oh,
Yeah, I would actually equate us with them, with Incognito.
with
Incog-
Mesa.
Yeah,
Good one.
they have. Yeah, that's a good one to kind of equate us with.
Welcome.
But we just work with Mesa too, so
Yeah, that's my girl. What was that? The Berkeley Festival?
the Berks Jazz Fest. Yeah,
Mhm. What do you
We
say,
used to
James?
play- I said, speaking of September 11th, we used to play at the
oh yeah, World Trade Center. Yeah,
World Center, and it was like during that time. It was like like late summer to end of summer kind of thing, and right before we go back to work, and we used to play. The show was like right in front of like the buildings or in that area, and it was on Wednesdays. And I remember the last time we played there, there was this sign, that was like on the stage, and I just kind of took it and put it in my keyboard case. I'm like, I'm taking this, and I'm gonna show it to
stop,
you.
Steve.
Because
That's called stealing.
It was the last time that we ever played there, and you sound like stealing.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Pieces of a dream that I got. But so I'm gonna show y'all. Let's see if I can put that on there. See if I can.
And
Put
hit
it
that
in.
keyboard while you at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the pieces of
know.
a dream sign.
Oh, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Solo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the World Trade Center. Yeah, and that from the
Wow.
last that that Pieces of a Dream played there. So, and I had that framed, and that's in my studio, and I look at that like every time I'm down here. That's like a
Wow.
real meaningful thing to me.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. You are truly masters of your craft. I mean, the band live is fire. And can we talk about James? How did you start playing keys backwards, blindfold? Now, aren't you doing
Oh,
something
okay.
overhead? I
So there's
mean,
so that's three different stories. Okay, the first story, the backwards. I was
I need to come up
messing
closer
around.
to the mic.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay, so the first one, the backwards, I was messing around at a Piece of a Dream rehearsal, and one of our keyboardists, we call Dr. Mike, Michael Thornton. I'd gotten this one keyboard, and we were messing around with it, and I just happened to be playing
Hi,
it from
Linda.
the other side and messing, just playing with it, see how much I could play from the other side. And Dr. Mike said, you know what, you ought to do something with that, man. That's cool. You ought to. I'm like, really? All right, cool. So I went home and practiced it, and messed with it a little bit. And then one day I tried it on a gig, and the guy was
Nice.
like, whoa, okay, cool. And then it started becoming a thing. So then one day, our saxophonist at the time, he, after a while of doing the backwards thing, he came around and just surprisingly blindfolded me. It was like, oh, okay, you think you're bad, huh? Let's see if you can do it without looking. Right? I was like, oh crap. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And so I was not expecting the blindfold the first time it happened. Right.
Right.
That was a surprise. And but ever since then I've been doing it, and so then I've been doing that for like a while. I don't know, maybe a couple decades at least. You know what I mean? The backwards part, and then the blindfold part. In addition,
Yeah.
then
So let's make no mistake. You are the creator of the keyboard playing backwards and blindfolded. All right, go ahead.
I would venture to to go that far. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm the one that kind of started that vibe.
Yeah.
You dig? And I don't
Yeah.
know that anybody that does it backwards and blindfolded, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I know. Yeah. And well, I haven't done this in a bit. My knees ain't what they used to be. My rheumatism, but one latest thing you might find on YouTube is me playing like on my knees and then backwards and then over my head like that way.
I saw you. Didn't miss a note.
Okay, yeah. So you saw that too. So
Did not miss a note.
And so I don't know. I like just taking it to another level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what you get and can expect when you see a live Pieces of a Dream show. If you've never seen a Pieces of a Dream live show, you all got to go and check out. In fact, do me a favor. Can you hashtag Pieces of a Dream for me? I'm going to play one more live show for you, and we're almost going to get out of here. Stand by. That is amazing all the time. I'm just so grateful.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah. Yeah. I am
All
just,
right.
yeah, it's just so grateful for keeping the music alive, giving us an outlet through this pandemic time. Do you have, before we get out of here, um, James Kirk, thank you for being my guest today. It's been great to check in with you guys.
Oh, it's been
Um,
a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so
but
much.
you're welcome. And we've come to the end of our broadcast tonight. But before we go, do you have final words of encouragement to share with others during this pandemic time? And we'll start with Kirk.
Okay. Um, Listen, this pandemic is no joke. Um, and we all like to try to return to some semblance of normalcy. And if we don't right now wear the masks and get our vaccinations and stuff, we're not going to be able to do that. The Delta variant is taking people out that are already vaccinated. So wearing the mask right now is one of our biggest protections. So I implore everyone to stay safe. And at this point, still socially distance somewhat and wear your mask so that we can get back to coming to concerts and go even going to the grocery store without fear of being sick or dying. We love all of our fans and we want you all to be safe and all to be able to come out to see us, and even if the club is a small club, but it's not going to happen if we don't not only protect ourselves, but each other also. So,
Yeah.
care for your fellow man and let's all do the right things so that we can
Yeah.
get back to normal.
Come on,
Yeah.
you tell him, bro. That's my
Yes.
partner
Thank you.
talking. Yeah.
All
I
right.
did.
Come on, James.
Have
Talk
any
to
words?
him.
Nope. Nothing. No. Um. What I would say, just you know what? Come on, people, be realistic. If it was like a smallpox, saying that everybody needed to get yeah, no problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like these are things that can possibly save yours and your families and other people's lives. Like, why would you not want to do it? It's just like, come on, let's just be realistic. What are we talking about here? People are fighting for their right to not be safe or alive. Like, huh? um, yeah, I'm sorry. I got no sympathy or not I wouldn't say not no sympathy, but I mean just like I don't know for people who look at it like, oh, this is not in existence, or this is a scam, or come on. Uh, you think all of these people who lost their lives, this is a joke, this is some kind of conspiracy, they're just playing a game on you? Like, come on,
Mm.
let's be realistic. Do it now for the people who want to take it seriously. It's okay. We got work to do. So you do the work to get back to the point that you want to be at. You don't just magically, mystically, I don't want to do this. I shouldn't have to. Well, okay, do it till you don't have to, and then you won't have to. How about that? You know,
There you go.
Absolutely.
let's just
Absolutely.
that's just reality. Come on, people.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that concludes episode 22 of season 2. Thank you all for rocking with your girl Roz and special guest, Pieces of a Dream. Stand by. Stand by. Thank you. All right. Well, it's not too late to share the broadcast. Your support means everything. Please be safe, and peace and love. Stand by.